I'm VJEd here with Alliance Home Inspections, and we're riding with Troy. We've come from Cherryfield to Argyle, where for the second time today we get to meet with the client buyers on site. Snow is still on the ground. With our first 66-degree day, it's melting fast. Nice garage.
Very nice garage. You folks got any questions I can answer?
Not really. I mean, so far, like, I know we're gonna want to get electricity to this. This doesn't have it.
Right.
So that's probably not part of the home inspection, like, type of questions, if that's hard to do or not.
Right.
The floor upstairs seemed a little slanted, like in the den right by the kitchen.
Okay.
Again, just if it's a structural thing or anything like that.
Okay.
I think there was anything else I was
Yeah,
really...
no areas that you're concerned about or anything you want us to pay more attention to. We're gonna cover all of that.
Right.
Part of the inspection, well, is centered around the whole structural components.
I just simply, yeah.
So we wanna make sure that, you know, obviously the house is sound and you're not gonna run into any concerns down the road.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure everything's tied in the way it should be.
Yeah, and then the sub pump, obviously, as long as the basement isn't flooding constantly, like that's one thing that it doesn't look like it, they got carpeting down there.
Yeah, probably not.
So I would assume so, but.
And as a home inspection, it's kind of a snapshot of what's going on at the time of the inspection. So typically what will happen is, like right now the grounds are frozen. So if there's any type of weeping that's gonna go on, it's probably gonna happen once the grounds thaw a little bit. But we usually can give a pretty good indication of whether or not, if there's previous issues. I didn't see anything in the disclosure.
Yeah.
And I haven't been downstairs, but as long as we're not seeing any evidence of previous water issues.
Right, which I looked, I didn't see anything like on the wall or anything like that.
Shouldn't be a problem, so.
Yeah.
Were you folks wrong?
Kittery?
Gary?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, like.
Appreciate your time and everything. It was a pleasure working with you.
Yeah, hope to in the future again too, maybe.
Yeah.
And if you don't mind, some of this we use for mostly inspection purposes, but we may use a little bit of a part of it for a promotion, if you're okay with that. We're not gonna blast you all over the internet, don't worry.
Right. I could go to the forensic part and blur your faces and stuff if you want.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So at any rate, any questions you have, feel free to reach out to me at any point. But I think so far, everything I've seen so far, it looks like it's a solid place.
Nice, good.
Yeah. So, what year is the home?
74?
74.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice. Metal roof on there. That's a good thing.
Yeah, pretty recent on that one.
Especially up this way. You know, it's just. I mean, you have some winters. Metal roof comes in handy.
What about like underneath those things? Because I've been seeing a lot of like little bees nests and stuff. Do you think there's any chance that like there could be a giant hive somewhere?
Infestation?
Anywhere? Yeah.
Those type of nests are more exterior. So they attach themselves to the outside there. The ones that we'd be more concerned about if they were up into your soffit vents.
Okay.
And then up into your attic.
Okay.
So if there's any type of attic access,
there's a small little like hole.
Yeah, Ronnie's gonna look at that.
Cool.
You know, and stuff like that. You know, that could have been active a couple years ago, and they may not even have done anything with this. Probably still the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an old wives' tale. You could tell how high the snow was going to be by how high they put those wasp nests. But I think we only got 12 inches of snow this year, so that one's wrong.
Yeah, that was a few years back now.
Yeah.
You guys got kids?
Yeah, my daughter.
Daughter?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool.
She's 15, so she'll be out here in a few years. It's perfect size for just us.
Yeah. It's quiet here.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Snowmobiles,
I mean, there's
ATVs, dirt bikes,
not even cars driving by, you know. I mean, this is really nice.
Very quiet. It used to be a thoroughfare that they used a lot going from like Old Town to Howland.
Do you know this area well?
Very well. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Like if we wanted to go across here to like find a path to the
Yes.
river, that's not going to piss anyone off more than like.
No, I would. You know, if as long as you don't see any posted signs,
Right, that's what
generally that's not an issue. If you happen to see a home with a throughway beside it, you know, just out of courtesy, you may want to ask
to
somebody
them.
that say, hey, do you mind if I access this to the river?
Yeah.
People up here are generally really good about things like that,
Yeah.
so I don't think it'll ever be an issue.
Yeah.
And there's a couple more access points. You know, I'm trying to think where we are.
I saw a couple that way.
Up this way, yeah.
And then there was like a couple way down that way
further
at the
down.
beginning of the road. But this one.
And if you go down to where the bridge is,
Yep.
there's a bridge back there that crosses what they call Birch Stream. If you put in right there and you go up into Birch Stream, that's beautiful. That goes all the way up into, it goes under I-95.
Oh, neat.
And then it goes up into like it's a complete waterway. It's all woods. It's just, it's
And then
good fishing, too.
the other thing that we were gonna ask the homeowners is there's no town hall or anything in Argyle. It's a like disbanded township or
It's
something.
unorganized.
Unorganized.
Yeah, unorganized
So like,
township.
where would we register our cars and that type of stuff? Do you know?
I think it
Old
might
Town?
be Old Town.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
I could be
kind of
wrong
what
on
we
that, but
gathered,
I
again,
think,
it wasn't
it
like
would be
anything
Old
clear
Town.
on there.
You know, any type of registration, I believe, is the next town, you know, closest to it.
Okay.
If it's in an unorganized town.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd either be Old Town or it would be Enfield or Howland.
Okay.
But most likely Old Town.
You never know what kind of great information you will gain with an on-site meeting with Alliance Home Inspections. Check out the next Argyle episode for details of the actual inspection, and don't miss our meeting at the Penobscot, where we reflect on the 2 great meetings with clients today. I'm VJEd here with Alliance Home Inspections, and we're riding with Troy.